Snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
Tucker McCann. Set to kick off.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
Number 38, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
To number 80.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some
snacks. I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
On the play.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth-down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
And I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up second.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, it's Herbert. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Herbert. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
Now they try the right side here. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
To the 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle in the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete to number 14.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Bears.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Has it knocked free.
Justin Herbert sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those divisions. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
At the 34-yard line.
On second down, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of
11 yards there, first down.
Chicago.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And his throw is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Herbert on third down now. And he comes back with one complete.
Complete to number 14.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
It's a gain.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, Herbert. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here. And this one is right down Broadway.
Field goal is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Bears 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
And 11.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And it's 21-3. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. McCann's got it teed up. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now the second down throw on target. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
41-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He's got the first time here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. A couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Herbert over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Bears.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
A 7-yard pickup.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To the air again, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
Herbert back to the air, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 4th down, Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. And he's got this down to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Herbert.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
31.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Herbert. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Justin Herbert sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Herbert, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Herbert's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it again with Williams. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Going after it right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken from about the 12.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now a hit and a loose loose football, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change your name, how about your respect? Getting more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, no, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This one from 35 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Vikings, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our